This video is going to talk about how do you get your students on using Apple Classroom on their student iPads to navigate to a resource, which really don't necessarily want them typing in long website URLs or things like that because they could get them wrong or type them wrong. So there's a really cool way that you can send all of your student iPads to a website or resource that you'd like them to view. So the first thing we want to do is create a favorite or a bookmark for that resource. So I opened up my Safari, and I've already got a video that I want the kids to look at. It's a eagle nest hatchling. We're American Eagle Foundation. We're learning about birds, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to my favorites. So I'm going to do the share icon, and I'm going to add it to favorites. So I'm going to add that to the favorites, and I'm going to save it. So now I've got it in my favorites. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go exit out of this, and I'll close that out so everything is closed out. And now we're going to go into our Apple Classroom. And so it's really important that you first have your resource set up before you go into the Apple Classroom, because you're ready for it, and then you can go in and get it. So when we go into Apple Classroom, again, I'm going to open up my Apple Classroom, and there's two ways that we can do this. So across the top, we have our global settings. So if you've watched any of the other videos, anything that's up in the orange is going to be for all of my iPads, and then I also have for my individual students. So the one that looks like the compass is your navigate. And so what we're going to do is click on that, and I'm going to have my students navigate using the Safari browser. I'm going to go to my favorites, and I created this American Eagle Foundation Live Nest, and you'll notice that it comes up and it will send all of my student iPads to that website. And so this will push right out to all those websites. Now, conversely, another thing that we could do is I could also go into my individual iPad, so training 4. I could also do the navigate using Safari. That student is done. I could navigate them to another favorite website that I have that was code.org. And so then it will send that student out to code.org if they want to do that. So this is a really great way to send students to resources as a group or individually or small groups to get your website and resources out to them without having to put a URL up on the board and have them copy that down and paste it in or anything like that. Makes it a super easy, convenient function.